How are we doing, guys? Wigan 1, Leeds 2 in its player rating time. So, start with Bailey Pickett Farrell, 5 out of 10 for me. I thought on the goal, I was disappointed. I thought his positioning should have been a little bit better there, a little bit further across to his left-hand side. The wall should probably do better as well, but I think the whole goal comes from Bailey Pickett Farrell's positioning there. A couple of crosses as well where he sort of didn't really convince there. He sort of wasn't really decisive enough for me on in some crossing situations. It wasn't maybe, I don't know, it just wasn't a great performance really of Bailey Pickett Farrell. He didn't really give that confidence which he has done for the majority of the season. He had real confidence in your goalkeeper. I just thought at times it was a little bit indecisive today and it could have cost us, but it didn't ultimately. And he's had a good season overall. Just a rare off day for Bailey Pickett Farrell. Right back, Stuart Dallas, I thought was much improved. I think a lot of people, including myself, were worried about Stuart Dallas at right back. Not so much worried. I think for me, I thought Jamie Shackleton was probably a better fit there in terms of going forward and how he performed at right back at other times in the season when he's played there. But Stuart Dallas had a good game for me, and he has had good games at full back. He has got that ability to play in that position because he's good going forward as well. But yeah, I can't really be too critical of Stuart Dallas, but defensively he did absolutely nothing wrong. It was a solid performance. He got forward whenever he could, a 7 out of 10. Good performance off Stuart Dallas. Pontus Jansson, 7 out of 10. I thought he covers really well. Just solid throughout the game. Just a typical Pontus Jansson performance. Didn't have loads to do. Probably the only reason why I haven't gone higher than a 7, but a 7 out of 10. Nice and solid performance off Pontus Jansson. Liam Cooper, also 7 out of 10. Solid enough. Maybe not quite as... Didn't stand out quite as much as Pontus Jansson. He very rarely does, to be fair, because he's not the same kind of defender as Pontus Jansson. Pontus Jansson's more the all-action kind of defender. Liam Cooper's the guy who will stand there and sweep things up. Anything that gets past Pontus Jansson, he thought he did that role really well. Once again, 7 out of 10 for me. Nothing really wrong. I thought he was unlucky with the free kick as well. Maybe probably wasn't really a free kick either, from what I can remember. A 7 out of 10 for me. Barry Douglas came back into the side and made a real difference going forward. My only criticism will be on the goal where he gave the ball away. I think it was Barry Douglas' initial pass which led to the free kick. Maybe be a little bit overcritical, but that was a little bit sloppy. But I thought he really grew into the game after that. Played a massive part in the goal. Defensively solid, and he'd be a 7 or 8 out of 10 for me off Barry Douglas. Fantastic to have him back in the team. What a player! Arguably our best player. Arguably, I think there is a case there for Barry Douglas being our best player. He's just so consistent. Brilliant going forward, and what a difference he makes. Kalvin Phillips, absolutely superb again. What a player. What a player he is, Kalvin Phillips. Just the consistency of his performances. An 8 out of 10 again for me. Just every time you need him to cover, he covers. He carries the ball whenever he needs to. His passing was superb. Short range, long range. It's just typical Kalvin Phillips. Could say the same thing every single week. It's just brilliant. Just what a player he's become. He's always had that potential, but now he really is starting to live up to it. Just fantastic seeing Kalvin Phillips play like this. Just what a player. And just a local lad performing the way he is doing at his age, 22, I think he is 23 in December. He's got so much talent. There's no ceiling to what he could achieve. Kalvin Phillips for me. Right hand side, Pablo Hernandez, 7 out of 10. He gets himself the goal. A little bit quieter in the second half by Pablo's standards, but again, he gets himself the goal. Some lovely use of the ball, and just their left back could never relax with Pablo on the pitch. I thought he was just superb again. 7 out of 10. It was superb at times. Maybe a bit quiet in the second half, but yeah, he gets himself a goal, a crucial goal, great bit of movement. There we go. Matthew Click, centre midfield, 7 out of 10. He plays a massive part in the equaliser. He makes that run and that cross for that first goal. Absolutely brilliant bit of play. I thought first half he was absolutely sensational again, using the ball really well. Just absolutely, that 30 minutes where I thought we were at our absolute best, at the end of the first half, it was all orchestrated by Matthew's Click in the middle of the park. Second half, he was a lot quieter and a little bit wasteful in possession, gave the ball away a little bit too much by Matthew's Click's standards, but still a good performance once again off him. Plays a part in another goal. I think that's 5 goals, 5 assists, simply sensational. Kalvin Phillips has been superb, but Matthew Click has probably been our best player still. It's just incredible that midfield, having those two players in there and Pablo on the right of it. It's just incredible to watch those three link up. I've called them the three amigos. They're just all on the same wavelength, all play to each other's strengths so well. It's just absolutely incredible to watch. The way Matthews Click and Pablo Hernandez link up is just brilliant. There isn't a partnership like that at this level. Maybe it's controversial, but I don't think there is a partnership that good at this level that produces consistently, week in, week out, brilliant stuff. Adam Forshaw, other centre mid. I thought Adam Forshaw was a little bit nowhere near his standards that he set on Saturday against Forest last Saturday. Adam Forshaw is a fantastic footballer at this level. Neat and tidy, just so calm on the ball. But today, he just gave the ball away a little bit too much for my liking. The odd poor decision, but it was a decent performance, decent enough performance of Adam Forshaw, a 6 out of 10. But he is capable of better than that. We all know he's capable of better than what he showed today. But he was still decent. That's what's good about it. He wasn't at his best, but he still managed to play a big part in the win. 6 out of 10 for me. Alioski on the left was having a pretty poor game until sort of like the last 5 minutes when he really started to grow into the game and really push for that third goal. I thought in the first half especially he was running offside, not really getting involved in the game as much as he probably should be doing with Barry Douglas back in the side. Someone who really plays to his strengths on that left hand side. It never really happened for him for sort of the first 85 minutes, but he finished the game strongly. He created that big chance for Pablo that went off the post. I'd probably go probably a 5 out of 10. Disappointing one overall, but he grew into it as the game went on. Kemal Roof through the middle. I thought he did everything you can sort of ask for a lone striker in terms of link-up play. Didn't really get tons of chances, but got himself the goal. He got one chance and he scored it. Great bit of movement. I know he couldn't have missed really, but he just was so aware, and he really has made so much improvements to his game this season. And he's always looked so comfortable in that lone striker role. His record there is sensational. There's another good performance, 3 and 3, and he's having a superb season. Any team that wants to get out of this level needs a consistent goal scorer. We've got 3 at the minute, but Kemal Roof is probably the most consistent of the 3. You look at Pablo Hernandez, you look at Matthews Click. We've got some real goal sources in this team, but Kemal Roof is probably the main one. He links everything up in that attack, and he's playing such a crucial role in this team. A 7 out of 10 for me. Jamie Shackleton came on with 3-4 minutes to go, and he really did look to have an impact on the game. Some lovely runs off the ball. Really unlucky not to score when that shot came back off the post. It hits Kemal Roof and goes out. That's so unlucky because it's going in fairness to him. And he looked really sharp when he came on. To be fair, Jamie Shackleton, good performance of him. All in all, some mostly good 7 out of 10 performances, but the one person stood out today, Calvin Phillips, with the 8 out of 10 performance, and he was the main man who got us that win. He might not have been involved in the goals, but he controlled that midfield for the vast majority of the game, broke down every Wigan attack before it could even reach the back four. An absolutely sensational performance of the man Joe Wainman calls the mop. He just mops everything up. Superb performance. I've been Oscar Marriott. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure you check out Joe's review of the game and Conor at Ramblers of the South Stand's review of the game too. And we'll see you later.